Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Sow-Grow-Harvest-Eat. So it's a beautiful evening. Sun's just going down. Just finished work for the day. Done 9 to 6:30 today. And I thought I'd come out and kind of show you 8 vegetables that I think are really essential for beginners. Stuff that I started with and that I think can be really versatile across a variety of different meals. So I'll show you 8, and I'll start with the first vegetable I ever grew in this garden, which is garlic. So garlic is obviously great. It can be used for lots of different things. I order my garlic from the Isle of Wight garlic farm. Brilliant, organic, brilliant big cloves. These are some which I've literally been curing in the garage, and these are just about ready to actually start to braid. But yeah, Picardy White, Solent White, they're the 2 varieties I grow with. Really good, really versatile, and produce some nice big cloves. I'm going to do a separate video actually, and just talk about the best way to grow garlic. It's a really good starter crop because it's especially when you're beginning gardening, because you've got a pretty good success rate, and it's always good to start with a winner. Number 2, onions. These are Red Baron onions. Again, I harvested these about 3 weeks ago now, so these are more or less cured now. Maybe give them another few days, but then I'll start to pull away all of the dead leaves. But fundamentally, red onions are a brilliant crop. Again, alongside garlic, they can be the fundamental base of anything from, Italian tomato sauces. We use the red onions for vegetable lasagna as well. Loads of different ways you can use it. And again, if I was a beginner gardener and I was starting again, I would start off with garlic and onions. Really good way to start. And also, another benefit of garlic and onions, I think, especially with garlic, is what I've done is I've put my garlic sometimes around the edges of my salad crops, and because of the pungent smell, it puts off all the nasty bugs that are going to eat your lettuce. So yeah, that's the first 2, and let's move on to number 3. So I mentioned when we started talking about garlic and onions, so those first 2 staple crops of any garden, I think, that you can use them to plant around your lettuce and your salad leaves. So one of the salad leaves I absolutely love is spinach. So here's some spinach seedlings that this is the second sowing of spinach this year. I'm just kind of hoping these will get through. They've got a little bit of slug damage at the moment, unfortunately, so I've got to deal with that this evening. But yeah, spinach is a great crop, really versatile. You can use it for loads of different things. It also freezes really well if you want to. But I use it for my lunch, really. I have poached eggs on toast with some salad every lunchtime, and spinach and rocket. Rocket's also great, but I think spinach is something everybody should have in their garden. This variety is Merlot Nero, which is a great Tuscan variety. Another one to look at is Medania, which again is also really good, that will last over winter as well, as long as you don't have too much frost. So vegetable number 4, one of my personal favourites is kale. So kale again is so versatile, and also it's just quite easy and quite straightforward to grow, really, and that's one of the main reasons why I think this is a perfect vegetable for beginners. This particular variation you can see here is Cavolo Nero, otherwise known as black kale, is what you see in the supermarkets a lot. But again, really good hardy Tuscan variety, and this will produce loads of kale over the course of a 6-month period. I cut it, freeze it, use it in morning smoothies with like banana and peanut butter, and even though that might not sound nice, it's a really good way to start the day. But you can use it in so many different things. I'll do a video about how to actually make the most of kale, because I think it's a really underrated and sometimes unloved vegetable, but really useful. Vegetable number 5 on the beginner's essential list, really. Potatoes. Obviously versatile. You can boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. But potatoes are brilliant. I buy potato bags. I've got about 12 potato bags. I harvested some from behind me, which were just some Sainsbury's potatoes that started to sprout, and I got a good 4 or 5 kilograms of potatoes off of those. So don't throw away potatoes in your cupboard. Use them. Try and grow from them, I should say. Sorry. They're not as good as proper seed potatoes. So these are all Maris Piper's proper organic seed potatoes, and you could tell when these were next to each other. I'll put a picture up of it if I've got it. Just the growth on these, they were planted at the same time, was very different. So get really good organic seed potatoes. Maris Piper's a great starter potato as well, because again, really versatile, as I said. So far you've hopefully noticed a bit of a trend, which is I'm purposely picking some really nice, easy to grow and prolific crops, and one of the most prolific crops in any vegetable grower's garden is courgettes. So you've heard probably many times of somebody that's grown courgettes and has got more courgettes than they know what to do with. Maybe I'll do a video another time of some great variety of courgette recipes, because there's so much you can do with them. They are actually brilliant. So courgettes are great. That's just a standard normal courgette. I've also got some golden courgettes here. This one's now more like a marrow really, but that'll make a great vegetable lasagna alongside some aubergines and the red onions I mentioned earlier. So again, really good, easy to grow, prolific crop. Courgettes, I think, are a winner early on. I don't think any vegetable garden is complete without a nice big rhubarb plant as well. This one was here when I first moved in. Didn't even realize it until it started sprouting rhubarb, so it was a wonderful surprise. But rhubarb's brilliant, obviously rhubarb crumble. My wife Helen makes, again, the most amazing rhubarb and vanilla jam. Really good way of using rhubarb, and I can share that recipe if anybody wants it. But yeah, rhubarb is really nice and easy to grow. It is as simple as over winter. I just put a load of manure over the top, feeds the ground, and then we've had maybe cut 100 sticks of rhubarb just off this one plant over the course of the last 3 months, I guess. So yeah, get a rhubarb plant. Prolific, brilliant, great for breakfast and dinner, really. So the final of my, what I think are 8 essential fruit and vegetable for any beginner is, of course, the humble strawberry. And I think there's very few things for a vegetable grower or fruit grower more satisfying than being able to walk around your garden, pick a fresh strawberry and just have it there and then. And I will have this in a minute. Strawberries are really easy to grow. Again, not that much hassle. Once you've planted one plant, or 6 plants, which is what I started with in this bed, was actually just 6 plants. And over the course of the last 2 years, it sends out runners, like you can see here, and it's just planted more plants and more plants. In year 1, when I first planted it, I got maybe a bowl of strawberries. This year, which is the 2nd year, I've had about 10 kilograms worth of strawberries off of this just one bed, which is what, about 1.5 meters by 2 meters within reason. So we've been making brilliant strawberry jam, cutting them, freezing them. Wife's made strawberry ice cream as well. Helen, again, brilliant chef, made some amazing strawberry ice cream. So yeah, strawberries are fantastic. Get yourself some strawberry plants. I've actually got 2 varieties in here. One which is a earlier, more prolific fruiting variety, so it fruits in maybe a month and a half, but it goes crazy. And the second variety here, which is just fruiting a little bit later now. So hopefully we'll get some more prolific crops off the second half of the bed in the next month or so. So that's my 8 key vegetables, I think, and fruit, I should say, for any beginner gardener. So I would get those in your garden early on and keep growing them, because they're all brilliant. As always, anything you think I've missed, any great crops for beginners that you'd recommend, put it in the comments. If you like this content, please like, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon.